Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and you may notice by the title of this video, we're talking about Warframe YouTube, and not in a good light, really, but not in a bad light. We're talking about Warframe YouTube content creation, the fact that everyone quits Warframe, and everyone will quit Warframe eventually. As you may or may not know, Warframe It Now has been going on for 9, almost 10 full years as a released product game, and it's probably been in development for 10, 11 years at this point. It's hard to say for sure, and I'm not going to look up the stats, but that means that the game's done something right. It's been out for a long time. People at least seem to like it. And that means a lot of people have played it, and there have been a lot of YouTube content creators who have covered the game over the past years. But almost every single Warframe content creator who's covered the game has quit Warframe, not surprisingly. I would say the average life cycle for Warframe content creation, YouTube in general, would be 3 years, maybe 4, for people who are like doing decently and find some success. But usually people, of course, quit earlier than that when they're bored of the game, they don't find success, or they just like don't care, right? Like me in playing other games. I used to make a lot of random shit posts, League of Legends, Genshin Impact, etc. These days, I just play Warframe and make videos on whatever I feel like making at the time, right? So, Warframe on YouTube. That is what we're talking about today. And we're talking about it because I saw this post, boom, your boy BNP threw down. Wow. It's a really brutal thing to say, YouTube. So this was in reference to Quite Shallow, Quiet Shy, old Warframe YouTube content creator. Now I believe she does 40K podcast. She's quit and stopped playing Warframe for, I think, a couple years now, maybe long time. She stopped playing Warframe, right? Not too surprising. And she just deleted and or privated eventually all the content on her channel. I think she did this months ago. It's not like super recent or anything, but this just brought my attention to it. But I wanted to bring this up to show a big content creator on Warframe, YouTube, etc. that like once you get bored of a game, once maybe the audience gets bored of the game, there's no point to keep on going, and people quit, right? They want to do other stuff. They don't want to be as bored. They don't want to deal with the comments only asking for Warframe always. It's just kind of funny because nowadays, if you go look at Quite Shallow's Twitter, she's doing fine. She's doing her Warhammer 40K podcast, but there's seemingly no links, mentions, or anything to her YouTube or any of her Warframe stuff because she's fully out of it. She's gone. She's a Warhammer 40K content creator, podcaster. I don't know for sure. I don't follow her specifically these days, right? So she's gone. She did her own thing. She found out. Her and I think DK and probably some other people, they're doing other stuff. They're doing Warhammer 40K podcasts, right? So Warframe YouTube, something that people will forever quit, and it's not something that is meant to last, okay? Warframe right now, specifically, and for the past little bit, it's not been a big enough game to support like a ton of content creators doing it as like a full-time job or anything like that. It's for the most part a casual game for casual content creation most of the time. But if people like throw their whole heart into it, they can find success, but it's just not a huge, massive game like some others were. And it's hard to keep people's attention over the years. I also wanted to bring this up because I saw this, right? The Warframe community has made some incredible tools and resources over the years to help you up your game. Here's just a few of our favorites. And this is so fucking funny to me because you go and you look at the Warframe page, and what do? The one YouTuber they shout out is Iflin, and he has not been playing the game, and it's okay. And he has not been playing the game for about a year or two now. I think your boy came back at one point for maybe like a Zeraman stream and like sponsored video. I'm not 100% sure, but Iflin's bored of the game. He's just completely bored. He is known on YouTube for his beginner guides, and no shock, he's bored of the game. He stopped playing it for a while. I believe his take is he'll come back when he's not bored and find something good that comes out of an update, which is fair enough. That's probably the case for most people, but some of the biggest Warframe content creators are quit now because it's just like the game's boring. It's the same game, you know? It's not a good state. Warframe YouTube has had many people creating content over the years, some good, some bad, loved, hated, etc. But the one truth is, they always quit out. I do want to check to see.
Hey guys, what's up?
He has his beginner guide series, but his last upload was in 8 months ago, 9, yeah. So it's just the state of Warframe YouTube right now. The game hasn't really changed or done enough in the past 4 years maybe for it to change enough. If I want to look at Quite Shallow, I can't spell Quite Shallow, Quite Shy. Oh god, I just can't do anything. Nailed it. And we can see like, oh, she straight got rid of everything. Nothing at all. It's all gone. Doesn't link to anything. Moved on to other things. Straight up doesn't even tell any like socials or about the podcast. So I wanted to bring that up. I think once people quit Warframe, they start hating the Warframe community. I think it happens, I should say, far beyond when they quit. So what happens is people start disliking the Warframe community, right? Because if you've noticed, the only thing Warframe players tend to care about is Warframe. Like, Warframe players, YouTubers, content creators, they've never seemed to have too much of an audience that cares about games outside of Warframe. So once they stop playing Warframe, they honestly just stop caring about anything in regards to Warframe because they have to, right? Like, caring about anything in regards to Warframe will only do your mind bad once you stop playing Warframe. Because there's just too many people clawing at you to get back into the game, to play, make more videos, etc. So this is just going to show, once you quit something, you need to quit and be done for good. And it's the same for Warframe. The community is toxic to Warframe content creators, YouTubers, streamers of any sort. Once they quit, they always have been. And this isn't like a uniquely Warframe thing. It's just very amplified on Warframe, right? That's why you almost see almost zero breakout Warframe content creators jump on Warframe and then find success just as a content creator. It's mainly they find success as a content creator tied to Warframe, and then it's like minor success maybe around other things, which is, hey, it is what it is. Just a lot of people always say that the Warframe players play Warframe and nothing else, which is not actually true, obviously, but it's just that Warframe players that play Warframe really like Warframe. Warframe has a dedicated fan base, player base, that doesn't care about enough other games, so that's just kind of bad, kind of good, whatever. I just wanted to talk about some Warframe shenanigans as I'm getting prepped for like a Genshin stream, because I want to stream more Genshin, and getting ready to make my top 10 videos on Warframe. Once in a while, it's always good to talk about the Warframe community. There's so many content creators over the life of Warframe who've quit out of the game, and a lot who have quit out of the game, they couldn't find success anywhere else. So now their content is just Warframe commentary and like talking about the game dying, which is, you know, fucking hilarious. Don't get me wrong. I'm always gonna make my videos shit talking the game and making fun of it here and there, don't get me wrong. But when I fully decide to quit Warframe, eventually, whenever I do, it'll be like, hey, there's not gonna be any more Warframe videos, and then all of a sudden it'll only ever be different type of videos. But I have no plans of quitting Warframe until maybe the end of 2023 if Warframe mobile crossplay, cross-trade is a massive failure, and if they fuck it up. If they do that, I'm probably out too, let's be real here, but if they can release cross-save and cross-play fully with good functionality this next year, they release Duvary, and get mobile out, I don't see myself quitting, but I'm also just playing the game more casually. I'm streaming the game less, and I'm just making near daily videos, so that's just kind of how it is. Warframe is a very beginner-heavy game, which is why there's so much success in iFlynn's beginner guide series, because Warframe's a confusing clusterfuck mess of a game. It is just, there's so much information overload, and if you want specific information, DE doesn't necessarily give it to you in-game well. And that's when content creators come in, and dear God, that's where I come in, that's where like iFlynn came in, made a ton of beginner guide videos, farming videos, because that's the way it is, right? But only time will tell. This is more of a rambly video talking about everyone quitting Warframe and chilling because hey, it is what it is. But again, I have no plans to quit. Don't worry, okay? I'm just being more casual with Warframe, streaming other games. If I ever do quit, I'm gonna go ham on another game so that I can hopefully not go homeless. As another thing, yeah, Warframe creators, it's not like they make tons of money. Only like the top handful probably make decent enough incomes, right? Like, hey, I make a little bit more money than I used to make at my full-time IT job. But, I mean, that job never paid me amazingly either. So, yeah, that's it. There's just not enough people creating Warframe content, because a lot of the Warframe contents that people care about is like beginner videos and just general guides. I don't know. I just want to know what everyone else thinks. I'm just kind of rambling about the good days of old Warframe content creation, etc. Because, yeah, I used to watch Warframe, like certain Warframe content creators back when I didn't play the game as much and just played other games and was in college, right? I watched Shy's video. I've watched a handful of other YouTubers, you know. I just never got too committed into the peoples of scenes because I'm an awkward, socially bad fuck who doesn't talk to humans, so yeah. Either way, that's the end of this video. You just gotta remember, everyone will quit Warframe, quit YouTube eventually. It's only a matter of time. Things change, things die, and Warframe YouTubers, after playing the game for a while, they tend to get bitter about the game for good reason. If people only ask and only talk about Warframe, you're gonna start hating the game too once you stop playing it, so it is what it is. I just want to know what everyone thinks, but other than that, we'll be getting some top 10 videos done on stream on YouTube and Twitch this week, and then the videos will come out throughout the week, so Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, that's all happening soon too. So perfect time for a end of year depression video. Cheers everyone, have some coffee and drinks, say goodbye to little Ruben, and I will see you next time. Peace.